When you run into dirt and clay like this on trail, you gotta be prepared. And that's gonna be making some changes to your bike. For me on the Himalayan, you can see there's not a lot of clearance here for mud caking. Haven't had too much of an issue yet, but I am getting ready to hit the famous Georgia clay, the Georgia Traverse and the Smoky 500. So I'm gonna need to make a change here and be prepared as much as I can. So today we're gonna do a very quick little mod. We're putting spacers in. That's gonna give me an additional inch of clearance there just to clearing that mud. It has been raining almost every other day here. Finally got some sun to do this install. But next week we start the Georgia Traverse, and that clay is interesting. So let's pop these on and get it done. The replacements have a different Allen, but it looks like you need a 6 and a 4. Interesting enough, but this will definitely be one of the easier modifications. It'll be nice. The only time I've really, like in that video there, ran into some pretty nasty mud. It didn't get too bad as far as getting caked, but it was definitely close. And these aren't, it's factory right here, not overly tight. We'll get these loosened up. In a perfect world, next week, the mud won't be too bad, but if you've ridden in South Carolina or in Georgia in the wet season, that clay can be the real deal. So we're just gonna try to be prepared as we can. We got them out. You can see the difference in size there. Everything counts to clear that mud. So we're gonna go ahead and put the spacers on and take a look. Like I mentioned, pretty straightforward install, not much going on here. And if you see all of this dirt on the bike, I don't know if this is coming out. It's not dirt, this is South Carolina pollen. Allergies are gonna be kicked up soon. All right, the only concern that I really have here, let me show you this. On the Himalayan, one of the riser bolts is where the brake and speedometer cable connect. And this portion right here usually rests on the lower bracket. Hopefully that's coming out. It will no longer make contact, but that thing is tight. There's a little wiggle there, which would have been before. This is not moving. So I don't suspect any type of issue there. Just gonna give that one a little extra love there. So perfect picture of the after. Couldn't really get my fingers in before. Much difference. Get a full thumb in there. It is probably over doubled. Check this out. I don't know if this will come out on the camera, but all of that is pollen. It's not dirt. Welcome to South Carolina. All right, so I've got those put on, everything in place, and we'll go for a little test drive here. Got my first few test drives in with a hand guard, and it's ridiculous just the amount of wind it blocks. I don't know why I waited so long, but all right, those are here. We're good, ready for clay. I do highly recommend it if you're on a Himalayan. You need that extra space, extra clearance for some mud. You don't want that caked into it. If you're looking for other modifications here, I'll have another video here of my last modification, and you can check out here for some of my rides. Guys, keep adventuring, have some fun. Quick little video about an upgrade.